all staying, if you can, just for program. So, as you may already know, the Readiness for Marriage and hands-on workshop, we will be running this until the Adhan of Isha, inshallah, or maybe trying to finish it sooner. So we've got a bit of a challenge ahead of us, so we'll see how we go, inshallah. So I just wanted to start with how this kind of came about. So this has been on my mind for a while, and I had my own anecdotal evidence, meaning my own kind of story about how this kind of panned out in my life as well. So as most young men want to get married quite soon, even from high school, VC, and so forth. It was no different, for me. And then I went to university, and obviously, when people go to university, there's a financial strain about, lack of being able to make money and so forth. But I expressed interest to my father and my mother to say, can I please get married and so forth. And my dad, he's quite rational, logical, things like that. So the answer was a no. But he said, prove to me you can get married. Prove to me you're capable of getting married. And capability was more from the financial perspective, as in that's the first hurdle. If you can't financially get married, then how can you get married? So again, there's a lot of marriage advice and everything, and that's fine. I think that needs to happen 100%. But what I have seen a lot of, or maybe it is there and I haven't seen it, is the financial understanding about marriage. From when we're growing up and everything, we're quite ignorant about the expenses of the household, I think, when we grow up. And also the upfront costs of the marriage. And you're only kind of when you're in the moment, okay, now I'm starting to understand what's happening. Yeah? So I want to kind of give you a kind of ammunition of knowledge and information that you can understand a future situation before you get there. So you can work towards it. Okay, I can't get married now, for example. But I know the goal, I know what's needed. So 1 year, inshallah, and then you know what you're working towards, and that future, what you're expecting. So, university, I was studying, and then I finished the degree in 2.5 years instead of 3, so I tried to accelerate it for obvious reasons. And then my first job was literally minimum wage, and minimum wage at the time was $34,000 before tax. And again, crunched the numbers, so forth, and I knew before presenting to my dad, I'm like, this minimum wage can't sustain a household. And my circumstances were that obviously wanting to open a new household for me and my wife. But I knew the kind of income I would need, approximately a good estimate, to get married. So then, about a year after, good experience and so forth, but then I negotiated a salary at a different job that allowed me to get income needed to support a household. And then from there started planning the marriage and so forth. So it all kind of fell into play after that because I knew what kind of financial position I needed. So I knew I was kind of hungry to kind of get it in the end. So, and that's again trying to give you that kind of information to kind of give you that kind of drive towards that direction as well, inshallah. And then alhamdulillah, got married after that and so forth, so post-grad. Okay, wrong direction. So, this workshop, again, a lot of, most of the brothers here are young. However, so firstly, again, wanting the brothers and actually sisters as well, so there's a bit of shared knowledge that there's a good benefit from both perspectives, understanding. So, people wanting to get married, about the upfront costs that are involved, and also the ongoing costs about maintaining your household. And those that are already married as well, it's about getting a better understanding and appreciation of your budgeting for maintaining a household and so forth, so the costs involved. And again, I said brothers because I'm just going down the traditional route where Muslim men have a financial responsibility to maintain the finances of the household. Okay, so that's the default understanding, and again, there are different circumstances. Before I continue, I'll just share a bit about me besides what I've already shared. And I think it's it's only important just to kind of give something brief, because obviously why you're listening to this guy. So I studied, my background is in accounting, undergraduate degree. I have finished CPA. I have a diploma in financial planning as well. I've been working in the tax office for the last 6 years or 7 years now, and I did a master's in international tax. And in my role in the ATO, I do a lot of data analytics as well. So it's kind of like a good combination between finance and data is kind of my background. Okay, so just a few questions before we get into it. Who came here to get some marriage advice? Okay. Who came here to get an understanding of the fiqh of marriage? Okay. Who came here for marriage counselling? Alright, if you answered all three to them, get out. Like I have the chef, like I have the a beard like a chef, at some points there, but I'm not a chef, I'm not a faqih, I'm not a marriage counsellor, I'm not a doctor, I'm none of that.
We're all just willing to learn something.
So learn something, that's what we're here for, yeah? But these points are not it, yeah? So if you came here for these things, be disappointed, because you will be. But again, it's just what I started with, and definitely not these points, okay? So please don't shoot me from that caliber. Just some housekeeping rules, and before I get into that, okay, just some housekeeping rules. This is kind of workshop orientated. So if you have questions, hands up. That's okay. Just hands up, and I'll call you if I believe there's that kind of leeway to ask to respond to that question in that moment. And if not, I'll probably just call you later. I'll say, if there are any questions, and feel free to raise your hand at that point in time. If I don't call them, while your hand's up. Sisters can message to ask questions. I believe, and I don't have their permission to say this, but I believe my sister and my nieces are in the Sisters Muslim. So please feel free to ask who is Sasha, who's related to Sasha in there, and then just ask if you can send a message, question, comment on your behalf to me, and I'll keep my phone close by, and I'll try and be attentive to that as well. So again, spread out, but I'll still try and be aware and conscious about the messages that come from the sisters as well. And audience participation, again, this is kind of like a workshop, and this is why I've got this over here. It's a reward participation, inshallah. It said bring your helmet on the poster here, but just because I realised it's a hard candy as well, so we've got to be careful about that. But yeah, just there was a disclaimer on the sign sheet. Okay. Bad jokes, don't worry, I'm father, so I'm allowed to have this kind of jokes. So again, I'll be asking questions, and I'll just want that participation. And you don't have to know the right answer, but just again, willing to learn is important. Yeah. So it's just like, and again, honestly, when you contribute the wrong thing and you learn later, that sticks with you. I'll be honest with you. So again, let's just all kind of be that flexible and try and learn each other together. And yeah. So again, just trying to get an understanding of what the audience is doing as well. But obviously, be honest about it. Just for my understanding. Yeah. Who came here to learn some Excel skills? Where are your laptops? Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Who came here to learn budgeting? Okay. Good. And who came here to get married? You guys are always so shy. The sisters can't see you. You can raise your hands. It's alright. Okay. But yeah, again, these are kind of like the main core topics that we'll run through as well. So we'll see. Okay. So does one size fit all? And you probably say stuff for the world. Sister with a hijab. There's a cartoon. Show my ankle. This is Cinderella. And if you know the irony of the picture compared to the question, one size doesn't fit all. Specifically around this as well. So look, I'm going to do my best to try and paint like an average picture around a family situation and income and so forth. Well, not income, but obviously the costs involved and so forth. However, you may have circumstances where the sister or the brother, their family has the capability that after marriage you can move in with them, and actually that's a preference, for example. Or you come maybe from a wealthy family and they can pay for the expenses of the wedding or the mahar. or the ongoing costs as well until you get on your feet, or maybe get an interest-free loan. Whereas other brothers don't have that at all, none of it. So again, I'm kind of just going to gear you with that kind of information. However, take from it what's going to benefit you, and know that your circumstances may not fit with this exactly. But again, everyone's circumstance is different. I'm acknowledging that. I'm trying to paint some kind of maybe traditional, but again, everyone's going to be different. So this is just some inspiration from Hadith, where it was narrated that Abdullah bin Mas'ud, he said that we were with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam while we were young and we had no wealth. So Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "O young people, whoever among you can marry should marry, because it helps him lower his gaze and guard his modesty, and whoever is not able to marry should fast." And he goes on, but obviously there's maybe young kids and things like that, but it pretty much says that fasting should fast because it allows him to control his desires, essentially. So I guess I'm trying to bridge maybe a gap with this from that reaching to action as well. So while we had no wealth, and Ibn Mas'ud, and this is just my understanding of it, again, it could be completely wrong, but so he mentioned no wealth because that was the barrier to them getting married. No wealth. And no wealth can mean different things in different countries and different times and so forth. So what does it mean where there's the hurdle of finances to marriage in Australia as someone at home? What is that? What does it look like? So that's what I'm trying to paint, if that makes sense. Yeah? So, and that was the barrier. And obviously the advice is if you financially can't, or obviously for the other circumstances that you can't as well, then you should fast. So that was all just the introduction. So now we kind of get into it, yeah? So be mindful of time, inshallah. And pretty much straight to a blank canvas spreadsheet. So this is where the audience kind of contributes, because I want to do the least work as possible, hopefully. I did the heavy lifting, so then we'll just get everyone to kind of contribute as well. What kind of expenses do we think are there up front? What are the kind of upfront costs? Does someone have the first thing to say? Upfront costs. Anyone have this? Yep? No. What are the upfront costs? We'll put out numbers later. What are the upfront costs are there?
Paying for a wedding.
Paying for a wedding? Yep. Walima? Yeah. Wedding as well. You can actually have two. A lot of people have church. Yep.
Rent or deposit?
Deposit. Yep. Anything else? I'll be honest. A lot of people, like, it's fine, but I guess that's something that can be negotiable. For example, like delayed honeymoon, just like delayed marriage. So, but yeah, again, look, yeah, no, that's right. It is true. That's true. Yeah, what else?
Shopping?
What kind of shopping?
Dresses.
Dresses, okay. So we'll add that to the wedding stuff, yeah? I think we can crown that up into the wedding. Anything else?
Ring.
Colour? What is it?
Ring.
Ring? Yeah, ring.
Furniture.
Furniture. Okay.
Enough to be safe in your bills, to be like upfront.
Yeah, it's not like this is specifically for upfront costs. The costs involved.
House?
Buying a house? You have that kind of money. Okay, so look, these are at a high level. These are the things that this one here is like something that needs to be broken up as well. The furniture. Look, I'll be honest with you. The mahar, the wedding, walima, positive ranking as well. Car, I think most brothers already have a car. The other things are buying a second car for your wife as well. Be generous. Honeymoon and so forth, that's fine. So, like these ones here, I think are negotiable or specific to different circumstances. Although you hear the mahar being so small for other circumstances and being so big for others. So I don't think there's nothing I can tell you now that's going to give you any comfort that I'm going to expect that kind of mahar. Okay? But ask the people of knowledge. So ask the shiur and things like that, they're like become wicked and so forth. What's the kind of mahar you're seeing now these days and so forth? And see what they say. Yeah? I hear numbers maybe, personally averaging maybe 20-ish, 15, 20. That's what I hear. And that's, but then again, you have the numbers. So, Allah Ta'ala, but again, but ask people like Sheikh Abdullah and so forth that actually are involved to this maybe weekly or so forth that have this kind of knowledge about it. Again, wedding as well is negotiable because a lot of people can just have only the wedding now and not the wedding. And the wedding can be very small, very big, very formal, very informal, and so forth. Again, that's very discretionary. Honeymoon is the same thing. I think people honeymoon to Umrah and other honeymoon in Bali and so forth. So yeah. So I won't really touch on these lockdowns. I won't touch on these things here. But the furniture. Let's try and break up furniture. What kind of furniture do you think we'll need?
Couches.
Couches.
Fridge. A bed.
Keep going.
Stop your trouble.
You're humble, don't worry. Yeah, what else?
Cutlery.
Yeah. Let's go there. We'll see. Huh?
Sleeping on the couch?
Yeah, what else? So TV.
Kitchen
The
utensils.
essential stuff you only first.
Yeah, essentials. Yeah.
Float? What's called household appliances like the freezer, like the fridge,
Fridges. Yeah.
the washing machine, drying machine if you need one,
Dishwasher.
dishwasher.
Dishwashers, but like most places have dishwasher already.
My place doesn't much.
Kitchen appliances.
Okay, by the way.
Vacuum, vacuum.
Vacuum.
And Bessie Messet.
Anything else?
Pool cleanser, pool cleanser. Pool cleanser.
I'm going to add things that I like, big ticket items that I didn't see, and then
A shift.
what's that, sir?
A shift.
Look, I think those are pretty much the main things I've done. How much do you think all the furniture for a house might cost? All of it.
6K.
30 or 30? Well, 6?
What do you need? Furniture. Furniture for
10?
a house is what?
15.
Couch?
Listen, the couch wants
What else? So look, again, this is how much it's going to cost to furnish your house is very subjective. And the reason I say that is because financial circumstances are different. And the preferences and desires are different. You may have in-laws or a wife or so forth have high expectations about the kind of furniture. We want to pick furniture, for example. Or you might have, like, for example, my background, my upbringing is that like we kind of had humility in our approach to finances, where even if you had like a lot of like if you had wealth, your spending was not like reflective of the amount of wealth you have. Yeah, so you only buy what you need and to the value as well. Right? You don't go really luxurious straight away for everything unless there's really a value out there. Yeah? So the cost benefit analysis and so forth. So let's try and put numbers here. So couch, how much do we think couch is going to buy?
1,000.
1,000?
off the side of the road.
The side of the road.
That's actually not a bad idea though.
Up to about
Okay,
500.
let me, for normal purchasing, I'll be honest with you, the A month, and fantastic furniture will be your best friend for starting your house. For furnishings and stuff like that, they'll be your best friend. And then for like the other appliances and stuff like that, Harvey, Norman, the guys, whatever, you've got to haggle with them. And wait for discounts, and then still trying to haggle more, and then if they're the same price, and then, well, go to the one that's more expensive and say it's cheaper elsewhere, which to be like whatever. So stoop to those needs, you know. And just again, this isn't your forever fridge or your forever whatever TV and stuff. It's gonna break, don't worry. But like just get something that you're comfortable with. You don't need a really big fridge. You're gonna figure it's you and your wife. Yeah. I'm not sure $7 a big, but it's okay. Like the fridge is okay, it's big enough.
Would you recommend going for a quality product, or would you go something cheap?
I would go moderate. I wouldn't go cheap. And I wouldn't go luxurious either. But again, this is based on being subjective as well. Some people want something very premium right away. Some people want budget because that's all I can afford, and I know I have to upgrade in 3-4 years. And then it's a conscious decision. But again, I'm trying to say be conscious about it. Why you're buying something that's maybe cheaper or higher as well. Like again, you have some of the name brand appliances, LG, Samsung, etc. And you have other things as well. So look, let's say couch 1,000. I'll be honest, I bought one couch around that amount. And you can, for fantastic furniture, you can buy 1,000 to 1,500 for an okay set. You know, it'll get by. How about a fridge? How about fridge?
3 grand.
850 to 100.
7 to 1,000. If you go to
Okay, so around 700 to 1,000. What else? Any other numbers?
1,300.
1,300?
1,500 max.
1,500 max. Yeah, that's a good max. Look, again, I would steer close to maybe less than 1,000, or not more than 1,000 for a fridge, just for a first fridge. Otherwise, again, subjective. Like I would say, like let's say 800 mark. So 700 to 1,000 is probably a good estimate. Yeah? Is that what you need for a fridge? Look, cutlery. This is the hardest job. I'll be honest with you. The things all you take for granted in the house is the hardest thing to do. And this is where you need your sister or your mother to do it for you. Because, like, I'll be honest, I gave like my mum like $1,000 or whatever it was, and I'm like, Mum, can you please fill up the things that I don't know how to fill up? You know, so you're talking about the cutlery, the plates, the this and that, like all the small things you take for granted just to start the house. You know? So that's altogether. I would say maybe $1,000, and I think there'll be some change after that. Maybe. And again, depending on the quality and the quantity as well. Maybe, for example, you have like a lot of relatives and so forth. You're going to be entertaining a lot, so you need some things that are a bit nicer and so forth. So again, that's just all things to bear in mind. Bed. How much bed? 2 to 3K.
1,500. Yeah.
2,500.
2,500.
2,500.
Spend buying kids.
Okay, look again. I wouldn't go smaller than a queen size, obviously. It does depend. So, for example, you kind of get the bed set. Yeah, you want the bed size tables and the bed and so forth. The mattress is always something different. I'll be honest, the mattress might be more expensive than the bed itself, than the actual, you know. So the mattress might be around $1,000 for a decent quality mattress. $1,000 by itself. And then the bedside and set and so forth will be another around $1,000 as well, ish, or maybe less than that. And again, that's probably like entry-level good value stuff, is what I'm saying. Mattresses, as you can see, can go really expensive. And again, I think guys are a bit harder. Like you jump on a mattress, you jump on the next one, it's like, what's the difference? Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe just kind of get your wife to look about the mattress as well. What's comfortable and what's not. I'll talk to the specialist as well. So let's say $2,000 for that. Okay, TV. How about TV?
700 to 750.
3 grand.
3 grand.
Tell me which TV.
Light window.
What's something like this, brother?
85 inch screen. This
You can't see other ones.
This one costs like that's a difference.
That is it.
You're not going to get an 8 inch.
Look, again, look, honestly, like some people might want to put like a legit solid projector. Like they have like a movie cinema or whatever, like any room. Some people want like an OLED TV. They want the black for some reason. Yeah? And then other people just like QLED, things like that. So again, it depends on the features. And just do your homework. Like the features on the TV, what makes it expensive, what doesn't, and so forth. Like honestly, if you go, for example, COVID, you can get quite cheap. Some people complain about breaking down in the first 2-3 years, so get COVID. But again, you can get some pretty decent TVs for about 1,500. Again, 65-inch, 75-inch TVs, big TVs, good value, okay brands, Hisense and so forth, for around 1,500, 2,000 max. And that's like a really big TV, pretty good features and stuff like that. So I'm going to say 1,500, and that's an okay quality TV. Washing machine.
Yeah,
7,000
they're not really that expensive.
Again, the washing machine depends on the can, like, it's maybe 5 kilos or 4.5 kilos of stuff, and it goes to like 12 kilos or whatever. With every kilo is like $100. You keep adding $100 to every kilo. By hand? You gonna do that? Sisters, you have a brother here that wants to wash the laundry by hand. Okay, so look, a washing machine, I would say, I don't think without kids and stuff would need more than 8 kilos. I think 8 kilos is a lot. I think 8 kilos would be like a good amount. You can probably put like a donor, like a blanket and so forth in there as well, 8 kilos. So you can get away with something. Yeah? So look, yeah, I would say 8 kilos, 800. I would say value that 100 per kilo is a good indicator. I did my homework with that. So that's kind of like what we're working with. Okay, how about a dryer? Dryer is optional, but a lot of households don't have it, and I feel sorry for them because it's so good. Power bill. It's true, does consume power, but it's good value. So again, look, not all people have dryers, and again, just the traditional hanging of clothes and all that stuff, that's fine. I think maybe like discuss with your wife, your prospective wife in the future, but maybe just factor it in. A dryer, you don't want to use everything in the dryer, maybe like 6 kilos or something would be good. 6 kilos, 7 kilos or something. And again, dryer will be maybe a bit cheaper, so maybe $700 for a similar kind of quantity. But again, the power consumption is another thing that will cost you. Microwave, how much do you think microwave might cost?
300.
300, 250? 300. Yeah, it's around 250, 300. Here's a rule of thumb. In finance, financial planning, and so forth, there's something called being conservative. Does anyone know what that means? Hey, well, I've actually been thrown. There's a few answers over there. Sorry. A few answers over here.
Hey,
Do you know what answer here?
Ramahi.
Sorry, next time.
Hey, this is
You
actually
can get from there. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, whoa, sorry. You want to take this?
I'm just doing
Oh, wait. I don't think this thing Okay, I'll be more conscious of this. Okay, does anyone know what being conservative means? No? Okay, being safe. Playing it safe is, I think, something good. So, in finance, what playing it safe means is that if you're not sure if something is going to cost 800 or 1,000, budget for 1,000. Like, anticipate the worst case scenario.
You want a good vacuum, but to be honest.
Sorry?
You want a good vacuum. You want a good vacuum, right?
Yeah. A good vacuum or a good buffer. You would rather budget for like, okay, something like all my furniture, for example, is going to cost 10,000, but in reality, you're probably thinking it might cost only 7. Still factor for the 10,000 just in case. For example, yeah, that's what being conservative means. So you kind of have that kind of leeway, flexibility that later on, if that worst case scenario does happen, you aren't in a bad situation, you've already factored it in and so forth. That's what being conservative is, and that's what you kind of build into when you do financial planning. Okay. Oh, there's a vacuum right here for the vacuum. Okay, so how much do you think a vacuum might cost?
750.
Sorry?
750. It's been up to 1,000.
750, up to 1,000.
500.
700. Yeah.
I reckon it'll cost you around, if you want a good one,
Yeah.
cost you around 600, 800.
600, 800. Yeah.
I like a good cordless stick vacuum.
Cordless stick. Yeah. Okay, so it does vary quite significantly. What's it called? Around $700, I would say. And again, you can, like for example, if you go for like Shark or Dyson or something like that, get quite premium. So just again, do your homework about what kind of vacuum you'd like. I actually bought the same vacuum my mum had because it was like do you know those ones that have a brush as well? That kind of just really brushes it up for you. I wanted that. And it was a pretty good feature. So there's again, might be a bit more, but you're paying for the value because you know it's going to be good for you. Yeah? So that's where I'm like, you know what, spend more, but it's going to be good for you. So be willing to do that. So let's say vacuum, let's say $700 per vacuum. That's good quality vacuum. That's a quality vacuum. Okay, dining table. How much do you think dining tables cost?
3K.
Well, how much? 2.4K.
What do you
Almost
think
don't
about?
give you all of it. Next.
I reckon about 600 to 1,000.
It's not just 1,000.
Budget.
That's a bit low. I'll be honest, that's a bit low.
Another budget for looking at.
A chair is like 75. You want a chair?
So with dining table, this is one of the things where you can really get a budget on, like legit budget, IKEA, whatever, it's wood, pop it together, you're done. Yeah? And you do, like, I don't know what it is. So it's something very cheap. Or you can get something that really, the glass is glass, very heavy, with the stainless steel and chrome edges and so forth. So again, they can vary quite significantly. I would say for a decent value one, decent value is 1,500 ish, maybe.
Including the chair?
So yeah, it's a set. When you buy dining tables, it's usually a set. They usually have the chairs to match the dining table. Yeah? So I would say, let's say 1,750, and that's okay. That's a pretty good one. Yeah? And honestly, a lot of times, you might resort to the dining table being used as like a storage area rather than being used. So again, maybe you don't need dining table outright, a lot of them. But again, if you want to obviously have a good culture of always dining together, that's going to be good.
What if we just have a sofa on the floor and have two?
Again, that's right. Like if you like culturally, I don't think it's common culture in Western society, to be honest. But if culturally you have a practice to eat on the floor, for example, then that's fine. And again, these prices are going to change. For example, your couch is probably a lot different if you just sit on the floor and stuff like that. And again, you're going to be saving costs in other areas and so forth. So again, that's where it's different. So how much do you think this all adds up to? This is where the Excel skills come in, yeah? Open your laptop, you. Okay, so to add all of these up, does anyone know the formula?
Yeah, some.
Equals, sum, and then what?
Bracket.
Bracket, open bracket, and then up. 10,000. So Randy said 10,000. You said 8. So 10,000 is a pretty good estimate about what's like a decent value set up for a house might cost. That's decent value. Like it's not super luxurious, it's not super budget. It's a decent value set up for a household. It's $10,000 what you want. And again, there are other things that aren't on this list that you probably want. And small incidentals aren't there. For example, toaster and so forth. So you have to factor in maybe another $2,000, for example. Yeah? Again, you're not going to think of everything right away, but and maybe you want like obviously nicer clothes and so forth. You have a spouse and for her as well. So yeah, factor those in. Around 10,000, maybe let's say conservatively, let's say 13,000. I think. So you have like a $2,500. Yeah. So 13,000. And again, we came up with these numbers together. I probably had influence over it. But again, that's kind of what we're dealing with. Okay, so this is just for the upfront costs, yeah? The deposit for rent is, it's usually 1 month, isn't it? So 1 month bond and 1 month in advance. 1 month bond, 1 month in advance. So that's the kind of what we're dealing with. We'll deal with rents on the next page. But that's what we're dealing with. Furniture, again, we already broke that down. And these ones, okay, so this is just what we're going with at the moment. Now, that was kind of for the brothers that aren't married yet. So, question?
So the top part where you said, Allah make it easy for us. Like, can you set a certain budget for all these things or certain?
Yeah.
Okay, for example, behind. Like you hear the kind of situations where say $100,000. But brother, don't worry, it's all my akhir, don't worry about it. So like technically this could be like zero up front. Technically.
Can you negotiate that?
No, of course. What are you willing to pay? If you don't pay it, like just like again, these kind of conversations, like it's good to obviously find the this is not marriage. Sorry, this is why I'm drinking. My sister warned me about marital.
Is this something discussed with the girl or her father?
I think what?
The girl up there.
I got married a long time ago. Yeah? So it's all like you'll find out your own needs. You'll find your own needs. But again, no marriage advice, please. Don't put me in this situation. Okay, but again, these are all going to be quite subjective. Yeah? Think about it yourself. Think about what I would be willing to pay for my whole whatever. Maybe you would have some comfort knowing other people in similar circumstances have that kind of money. For example, so you know kind of what we're working with, what you're willing to pay, and so forth. Same as the wedding. Ask around, ask. You just be inquisitive. Now you know to ask these things. Okay, these things are on my radar now. I'm just showing you these things without the numbers. Try to find those numbers yourself. You know, ask the people that know better than me, much better, and figure it out. This kind of elements of this workshop was for the people that aren't married, the brothers and even the sisters, to get an understanding about what kind of brothers have to go through to have these things, and how the sisters can actually impact on these things as well. So look, I want, work together. Honestly, like this is the one thing you can actually start a marriage as a team, to work together. Take someone back with her, and then go to the shops and keep things together and so forth. There's with this upfront thing as well. There are some options where look into the field of it, but there are some interest-free options available that you pay only a monthly facility fee, and then you pay on time the repayments and so forth, and you can pretty much get that on credit, interest-free. I did this a while ago before I kind of really thought about the flip of it. So just something, just ask around and see, look into that. There might be difference between I have no idea. But the other thing is, family willing to support you as well. Say, look, we'll maybe give you interest-free loan, whatever, just to start this, and then just obviously commit to repaying them and so forth. But honestly, I think to support a brother that wants to get married, I think it's something really, really special, honestly. So if you're able to support, a brother that wants to get married, and there's just one hurdle that you think you can help at least partially with, think about that. And another tip here, please, if you want to celebrate someone's wedding or give them a gift, don't give them a microwave or a toaster.
Why, brother?
They bought it, man. They bought it.
If they have it.
What do you mean?
Well, my family generally say, I'm buying you a vacuum cleaner.
That's fine, that's fine. If people in advance express interest, that's different. But when they pop up to the wedding with whatever they want to bring, that's already in the house. You're not going to come to the house thinking, okay, the attendees to the wedding are going to fill my house for me. So just again, there's a lot of expense for wedding stuff. I would recommend personally, again, just a little bit of advice is you give them some small financial aid to help with their marriage. So again, just like a cash gift, just to be to have your being measured to. Okay, so that was the first element. Next element is like the household stuff. So about the maintaining a household. This is the one where the people that are married as well are going to benefit from. So we're going to go through and start listing things that we think are recurring expenses as a household. Like you're married now, married, honeymoon's done, don't worry about it. Everything aside. Now we're thinking about what are the expenses, what are the costs involved in actually maintaining a household. Electricity?
Utility bills.
Utility? What kind of utility bills? Very specific. Water? Yeah, okay. Water usage? Gas. Cooling is part of electricity.
Internet bill.
Internet? Phone? Car? Okay. Maintenance? Keep that rule, keep that. We're trying to be specific. Sorry? Groceries? Yep, keep going. Again, be specific.
That big, I can't see.
Nice. Okay, yep, groceries. What else? Sorry? Insurance? What insurance?
Life insurance.
Sasha, this is like demotivating us to get married.
Demotivating to get married.
And Sasha, what do you reckon you live with your parents?
Again,
Say you have a double-story house, like a fat house.
100%.
Fat house.
Yeah, look, Again, like he's tempting you with marriage advice to see, yeah. But I'm telling you, like Cinderella, yeah. Everyone has a different size shoe kind of situation, yeah. So if someone has, for example, the parents have a story house, ask them, bro. They'll say, "Go, get out of the house. What are you talking about? Get married and stay here." Like, or you have a very small house, and your parents are like, "Please stay here. We want you nearby." Like, again, it's not always clear. You just have to understand everyone's situation. And again, in-laws, although some in-laws will actually want to host you at their house, so you get on your feet. They want to be generous with that, being in hospital and stuff like that. Everyone's different. I'm going through the situation, which I would say traditional, standard approach. Every circumstance is going to be different. Look at, if you're thinking about, a possibility of staying within your house, look at these expenses and think what's still going to be applicable. That's what I mean, it's still going to be transferable skills there. So take this knowledge of what is going to benefit you and obviously leave what isn't.
Like even like the brother saying you're going to use your family, what are you going to do? Feed off your family, or are you going to help your family and support them too?
Yeah, again, those are all facts and circumstances. Yeah? So if someone wants to live with their family, again, they're going to contribute to the bills, pay small rents or whatever. So again, I'm just going to stick with maybe the traditional approach and then take from it what is going to benefit you, and obviously if it's not applicable, then there's for the view on. Okay, so what else? What else? Fuel. What else?
Rent.
Rent is the biggest one. What else? Clothes, annual clothes spending, yeah. What else? Anything else? Okay, car. So for car we have fuel, we have insurance, how about service, rego. What else? Not for car, down. Gym. So a lot of people are going to have specific things for themselves that you need to factor in. For example, if you're studying, what kind of expenses will there be with studies? What do you think? Sorry? Counseling? Expenses for studies? Books? Which might be? Sorry?
Repayments?
Taking classes.
Repayments, usually most people on hands. But again, for example, if you're studying tajweed classes or whatever, that's a cost. So some studies, of course, studies are just broad category, broad, yeah. But everyone's studies is going to look different. Does that make sense? So I should delete books and put studies there, and everyone needs to break that up differently. And as a recommendation, I would say always be a student of knowledge, whatever it is. If it's free education, if it's paid, or whatever, always keep always trying to pursue knowledge of religion. Okay, studies. How about Mikey? Sorry? Mikey. Because Mikey can get pretty expensive. Public transport. Sorry?
Again, one size doesn't fit all.
Again, but one size doesn't fit all. Mikey's there, again you have no expenses. Okay, let me look at my roll list that I have here. Okay, look, so I actually have gifts on my list, gifts. Because I have a lot of nieces and nephews I'll be honest with you. So gifts is something that you factor in, like annual gifts. You have 2 Eids a year, for example, so what are you going to be spending? Donations is another one. That if you, for example, know you want to be generous in Ramadan, like I want to actually budget so I can have enough set aside for Ramadan because I want to be generous. Or whatever it is. If you have any kind of specific goals or donations, make sure you have that there as well. Fast food. Good? How about coffee? Coffee. I'm going to ask you some questions. How many times do you buy coffee a week? No, you're going to be embarrassed. How many times do you buy coffee a week?
Every day.
Almost every day.
Almost every day. Let's say 6. Let's say 6. Okay. How much do you spend per coffee?
About $5.
About
About $5.
$5. I'm not sure, I'll be honest with you. Okay. Is this 6 days a week? 6 days a week. Let's say that. Who's that? Times that. Times 52. How much do you spend?
Check. 35.
What are you doing, bro?
That's how much you spend on coffee. I have a story. There's a brother, he liked drawing a haircut, quite often. I think he gets a haircut. He said once once a week, I think, or once a fortnight. I think it was once a week. Yeah? Some people like their art was their thing. Yeah? And then he says he pays $45. I'm like, how much that costs in a year? So 45, let's say 50.
But
now,
you want $80?
$8 for coffee.
And $80 for a haircut.
Let's say $50 haircut, $50 haircut every week. That's $2,600 on haircut. Some of the kids drop out. I'm serious. And a lot of these things, for example, fast food, a lot you can actually get out of hand as well. Like a lot of us young whatever, when we go out with friends or whatever, 2 times a week maybe is a regular thing. Yeah? How much are you spending 2 times a week? And extrapolate that for the whole year. And just budget to see how much it's going to cost you, and be realistic and honest with yourself. So you know, do you think I should be doing this, or should I consciously reduce it? Go less, because it's really putting a pinch on the wallet. Yeah.
Fast food, what's the point? Like, what's the point of a wife?
What's the point of a wife? Do you want me to say your name so the sisters are aware of you now?
You know what I mean?
Should we turn the camera around? No, okay.
Like, no, like she cooks, she gets the money.
No.
We bring in the money, she cooks it.
Who are you eating fast food with?
Boys.
The boys. Only the boys, exclusively.
Wait,
But take your wife out, bro.
I'm not gonna take out fast food.
No. Okay, okay, fast food, restaurant, all the same thing. They're eating out, eating out. Let's be more specific, yeah? Eating out. What's that? We've got about 10 minutes left. Okay, let's just try and smash through this. Okay, let's say work-related things.
Eating out, yeah, that's a general.
Work-related, entertainment.
That one by itself.
So internet's going to be the... Honestly, I think these are pretty much the main elements. Okay, so let's try and break this down. Let's say coffee. Let's just go a bit more. Let's say, okay. Let's say we'll be like you. We'll just say 500. Try and make your coffee every now and then. Yeah? Okay, actually, what's this one? Haircut.
Haircut, yeah. But realistically speaking, no one gets a haircut every year.
Let's go through this whole list right now quickly. Electricity. How much do you think electricity is going to cost every year? Or every month, every quarter? How much do you think? Electricity.
Like 400.
400 every what?
Quarter.
Every quarter? What else does every week? Huh? Every week. Electricity, you can't really estimate it every week. 400 every quarter is actually pretty close. 400 every quarter, yeah?
Sasha, check some of it.
There's a few answers that way. Please feel free to ask them or if you contributed.
Sasha.
Have you contributed? For a goal? Okay. Water usage, how much do we think water?
Let's say
Now,
less.
the thing about water rates is what the owner of the house pays. Owner usage is what a tenant pays. Usage is quite low. I would say it's around $100 a quarter.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, it's very small.
I don't know why I'm 600 at home and mom was complaining.
Gas, how much is gas?
That's the same.
Probably about the same, 100?
About the same as electricity. It's about the same as electricity.
Change the winter one.
On average, it's average. Electricity changes seasonal. Electricity is seasonal. Same as gas. Electricity is more expensive when? In summer, because the cooling is usually electricity. And gas is more expensive when? Winter, because the heating is usually gas. Yeah? Split system will be different. But again, this is an average. If you average it out, it will come out and make it well. Internet, how much internet every month?
$80.
$80?
Cancel that.
Okay, what else? Mobile. How much mobile?
45, $50 a month.
50 a month.
What's this?
Mobile. Car, we've already broken it down, yeah? Groceries, how much do we think? Let's say weekly.
A week?
Let's say weekly.
600.
How much? What's it? 600 a week.
Hey, that's my family. That's my family.
200.
150, 200? I said 200 is a lot. I said 150.
One plus one,
250 a week. Yeah, 400. Look, I'll say 150, okay. Let's say 200 to be conservative.
Is it an individual?
Yes, it is. Kids will bump that up, number up. I have to experience 200 is quite a lot. But again, you kind of, I would ask your mum or your dad what they're spending on groceries a week as a good idea. And just count it. Say, please count it for this week or whatever, and see you get on film.
Is that weekly or a couple?
Weekly.
For a couple or?
For a couple. Again, we're only doing things for a couple. Okay, insurance for a car. What do we think?
Because of the year.
How much? No idea? It's around $1,000. For a good price. For your age. Yeah? For someone that has been driving for quite a few years, no accidents and so forth, it's going to be, yeah? So this is going to be, annually. Okay, insurance contents. 600. Fuel for the car. How much? This is very subjective. If you have a 4x4 versus I have a 3-cylinder car, it's very different. 70. I would say 60 a week, which is How much is rent?
450 a week.
450 a week? How much is this?
$3,000 a month.
$3,500?
$3,000 a month.
2,000 a month? Look, I'll be honest, I searched the entire area for newish houses. 350 to 400 you can get. I might struggle to get it is a problem. I might struggle to actually get it because we don't have any history of renting or whatever. But 400 weekly is possible. It's possible. Okay? And that's for like a 3-bedroom house and so forth. So it's not like obviously it's not even another. Clothes. Let's leave clothes aside because that's what we say. Oh, no. Clothes. How much do we spend clothes a year? How much do we spend on clothes? How much? 500?
Okay, if you're going for your wife as well.
Going for your wife as well? Of course! You have to bring everything in the house.
So that's probably
How much? 100 a week. What do people think about this?
Yeah, that's alright.
No. $2,500 a year. I'll leave it with you guys. Servicing a car. How much? Servicing a car. Honestly, I tell you what you do. With the car, for example, what I do is I get quotes online for a logbook service, and in Mitsubishi have a price match guarantee. I want them to do it, but I don't want to pay their prices. Go online, get the quote from there, say I have this quote, I want you to match it, and they'll match it. And anything missing from their extra services, they'll add the extra. Their logbook service is maybe $600, $650. I end up getting away with it for $300. Yeah? So you can save a lot on that, yeah? So I would say 400 is pretty good. If you have multiple cars, you need to double it. And same with fuel. If your wife is studying, double the fuel, double this and double that. I'm doing it with only one car now. Roger, how much is Roger do we think? 200. 200. How often?
Every 3 months.
Every 3 months? Yeah, that's fine. My suggestion is, when it comes to these kind of costs, insurances and stuff, you get around 20%, 25% discount if you pay lump sum once at the front of the year. Yeah? Take advantage of it. I'll be honest with you, take advantage of it. So Rego is around $750 a year, I would say. Gym.
$20 a week.
20 a week? Okay, studies. Studies is subjective. I'll say $1,000. It's subjective. Someone must pay more or less, yeah? So this is annually though. But it's going to be different. Mikey, how much is Mikey? How much? Free. Free competition. Okay. I think it's $4.40 on concession every day. Let's say you go 4 times a week. And let's say you're going to go there 48 weeks in the year. $850 a year, yeah? Okay, donations, how much? Again, this is subjective. Let's say subjective. Don't say, Sasha told you only 1,000 or whatever. Don't. Feel like that. Obviously give as much as you can with. Wallahi, honestly, if you're struggling with your own finances and give $5, it is seen with Allah much more great than someone giving $1 million in their supermarket. So don't belittle how much you give. Eating out, how much do we think? Monthly. Let's say monthly. $300. $800 monthly. $500 monthly. You contribute about it. 370. Okay, let's say 400 monthly. That's a lot. Okay. Coffee, this is annual. Okay, haircuts. Let's say monthly. 250 a month.
Sasha, one haircut. Me,
Okay.
Sasha, I'm gonna hang up once a month.
Okay, let's say haircuts, let's say $1,000. A month? 2 months. 2 months a month. Look, the value is going to be subjective, only that. Entertainment is subjective. Let's say that's going to be around 200 a month as well. And let's say internet. What's internet? Do we do internet? Okay. This is the trick. Okay. How many quarters in a year? 4. How many months? 12. Okay. How many weeks? 3. Okay. Weekly, 52. Okay. You get the idea, yeah? And then this is going to be like, hopefully you see the formula. So drag and drop. Makes sense? Hopefully you're following. I think this is being recorded. So go back and do it. Okay, so let's say this is going to be just, and let's just filter this a bit faster. Okay, so this is, how much do you think this column is? What does it mean? Total. That means annual. How much paying annually? How much do you think this is going to be annually? 8 grand. 8 grand?
8 grand.
Annually.
52,000.
Huh?
No.
50,000.
I don't think he got fixed. 46K.
55,000. That's 5,000. This is how much you need. This is how much money you need after tax. After tax. Yeah? So just be cautious of it. So now you know how much income after tax you need to support that, and budget. The other thing I recommend is the last piece of advice. You have 2 kinds of expenses. Things that are weekly, fortnightly, that's okay. Things that are quarterly, monthly, annually, have an extra bills account on the side. Okay? For example, this annual one, car insurance, that's divided by 26, so there's 26 quarters. This is fortnightly. Whatever. And when you do that for all the fortnightly, add them all up together, and then after every paycheck, automatically get that paid, go to your bills account. So when there's a bill that comes in or whatever, you have the money already to pay for the bills. So that's just the last tip I'll leave with you. Jazakallah khair. Sorry Chef, for going a bit extra. I hope everyone benefited from this. If you have any feedback, let us know. But we'll leave with this here. So Jazakallah khair.